Welcome back, guys. So I finally got the cab off the trailer, had it at work, finally got it home, and now it's back on the shitty makeshift stand, but now I have everything back here where I need it. So I just wanted to kind of do a walk around on what it looked like after sandblasting and primer, which I think it looks pretty damn good for what it is. It's all cleaned up, ready for me to work on. Just sand down some primer and go to welding. So let's take a look. Alright, so let's go into the cab first here. As you can see, lots of holes around here in the floorboards, but I already knew that. Since this plate will come off, I'll weld in new. You can still see, even after the primer, I got some surface rust where the sand kind of fell in. Over here, it's not too bad. So a little rust there that flashed back up since it's been sitting outside for a while. Do have this. I don't know how that happened. Like wrinkled. They must have slammed this body down pretty good because it's not like that on this side, but I don't care. It'll be under carpet of some sort. Need to that roll bar in here, I need to cut that out, and then weld the hole back there. Weld that off. I'm kind of putting little markers on of the things I can see. Door striker looks pretty good. Back here looks pretty good. This is where they had the hydraulic reservoir, so I'll weld those holes up. Something was there, I can't remember what it was. And on to the side here, I don't even know why. Oh yeah, so that's kind of coming off there. I don't know if that is just where seam sealer went or if I need to kind of tack that weld back in where these panels touch. The rockers actually look pretty good after blasting. There is some holes. I do have rockers to replace, but I mean, it's all dented, but this is gonna have to be fixed right there. And then the big dent here, I still don't know what to do about that. I kind of don't care, but I kind of want to attempt to fix that. It sucks that there's not a hole on the back side here that I can bang it out, but we'll see. Up here, where the windshield frame goes on, this is kind of buggered up. It still works, but I just need to cut that off and kind of do something there, fix that. And on the front here where the brake booster goes, or not, yeah, the brake booster master cylinder, it is cracked there, so I'll re-weld that, pull that back out straight. And what else do I got here? Oh, this is a nice one here. This is where the door mounts, so I'll have to cut that out or weld that. Probably put a backing plate in there, make it a little stronger. This is where the door sensor goes. It just broke off completely, and I'll fix that. And this is where the door goes on. I have to figure out what to do there. I did get a piece from a junkyard, but yeah, this is what's missing, with a little pin that holds the door from slamming open. But I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. So let me show you a couple of the replacement pieces that I got at the pick and pull. Alright, so the rear of the cab, where the glass goes, it had some little holes, pinholes here. I already welded these up. It was the one thing I did do at work before I drug it back. And you can still see there is, I don't know if you can see it since this primer doesn't show up very good with the pitting, but there, y'all saw where it was rusted when I took the window out, and there is some pitting, but I'll just get that with some filler. There was, I think this side had, I think 4 holes that I had to weld up. You can see kind of right there, there's one. And then over here, there was a hole there that I welded up. and one there that I had to weld up. But you can still see the pitting here, but nothing, there was no more pinholes. So I'll just use some filler, and then you can see, I don't know if you can tell, yeah, that's kind of warped a little bit, so I'll need to bang that straight and learn how to do some body work. And then the big section that I need to fix is, let's see, yeah. So this section here is going to be an issue, but I have my patch piece here. Damn it. Alright, one-handed kind of sucks. So that's roughly how it goes. I still need to do a little work getting this smaller, and then I need to cut this and then make that fit in, and I will weld that in. And the little piece that goes along here where goes the front windshield, that bolts in right there, so I'll have to weld on a nut on the back of there, and I'll mount that and then tack it, and hopefully that'll line it up, and then I'll weld it in there. Alright, so that's the cab. Probably won't get a whole lot done here in the next couple weeks. A couple things coming up. I leave for a work trip to Chicago to work Lollapalooza on the 27th. And then from there, when that's over, I drive to Ouray for a solid axle summit number 2. And then back to Austin. So that'll be a nice little 2-week stretch where I'm not doing anything. And I kind of screwed myself on that trip because I originally was taking the 80, and then I got the 75 project going, and of course new projects are always more fun. So this needed a new transmission, an NV4500. The last one was whining. So I ordered that months ago. I've had it sitting at work for a month and a half, and then last weekend I decided, hey, I got to change that transmission. I leave in 3 weeks. So I took the transmission off, went to put the new one in, and realized instead of a Dodge NV4500 four-wheel drive, they had sent me a GM four-wheel drive version. So then I contacted, I emailed the shop. You know, they were apologetic. You know, shit happens. I'm not blaming them. I should have checked it a month and a half ago when I got it in. All I would do is 2 seconds to count the splines on the output shaft, and could have sent it back and been good to go. So then we were scrambling, so we called Advanced Adapters to see, because they do make an adapter for the split case made into the GM four-wheel drive. No big deal, we'll get an adapter, make it work. Well, their adapters are back ordered till September. So now they have to send me a new transmission. That's going to be a week since it's coming freight, and he didn't have it on a pallet yet. So my guess, yesterday we made the call on the transmission, palletizing it today, and it goes out tomorrow. So I am planning not to take this. I'm going to try my best to take this, but I don't see me getting a transmission and the split case back together behind it in a day, and then I got so much other stuff to do. So my plan is now to take the BJ40, and that will be I think I mapped it out from Austin to Chicago to Ouray back to Austin is about 3,500 miles in a BJ40. Now last year I did Austin to Ouray and back to Austin. That was only 1,600 miles. So now I'm basically doubling my journey, which I don't mind doing it, but you know, the 80, that's the 80's wheelhouse, long distance travel. BJ40, not so much. Creature comforts, 80. BJ40, not so much. But it is what it is. I'll have fun doing it. I mean, shit, not many people drive 3,500 mile round trip on vacation in a BJ40, so I'll have fun with it. So that's it for today. Oh, comment below if you have questions, comments. I am going to need help. I'm getting a little more subscribers every day. I'm hoping y'all give me some good feedback. Maybe the videos can be better, or you see something on the build that I'm missing, or that you've done before. I know one guy responded saying that Australia didn't get a lot of the 6BTs, and he didn't know of one, a 6BT and a 75. I still think there's one out there. I would like to find it, but if not, hey, I'll be the first to document it, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks.